Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball preview and prediction for a Tuesday, June 22nd. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit that subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top baseball pickers in the world right here at bullpenpicks.com. Nicky Batts, still our leader here at 772. Yours truly, Ron Raymond at 761. And there's Isaiah Moore, my buddy from Minnesota, Eisen 502. He's at 743. And those are your top three scorers right here at bullpenpicks.com. I'll show you later in the broadcast how you can follow our selections and get those picks for free each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. All right, let's go to the only afternoon game, and it's going to be in Minnesota. It's a game between the Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. Now, the Reds losing last night, 7-5. In fact, it was one of our street catcher, Gary A. from North Bay, was on Cincinnati. Yeah, Gary A. had a great run. Unfortunately, he lost last night, and so did the Reds. And Wade Miley is going to come on here today to stop the bleeding for Cincinnati, who are now on a 5-game losing streak. And they're up against a team who's on the, here's the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. Now the team's on a 5-game win streak, the Minnesota Twins. And you know what? It's probably the best they've looked all year because compared to last year, it wasn't a good season to start the year for Minnesota. Now the Twinkies, a 118 favorite here today. They're going to send Bailey over to the hill against Miley. And you can see right here the computer forecast. Going to lean with the Twins here, 5.2 to 4.5. The over-under at 9.78. My line on this game, I had the Twins at plus 127, and I had the Reds right here on the VI at minus 115. So there is good value today on Wade Miley. And keep in mind, here's a pitcher who pitched a no-no this year. Chicago White Sox, just happy they're not facing the Houston Astros right now. In fact, they got swept by the Stros, 4 straight, and now they're facing the Bucks. Pittsburgh, a home underdog in this spot. Chicago, a 170 favorite. The over-under is set at 8. ATS forecast, the computer pick. Gonna lean with Lucas Giolito and the Chicago White Sox, 6.7 to 3.4. The over-under is set at 10.17, so it does like it to go over the total. And Tyler Anderson gonna go here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. My line on this game, minus 159 for the White Sox. Houston Astros keep on winning. In fact, they're the hottest team right now in the bigs. They're on a 8-game win streak. The last 3 have gone over the total. They won 10-2 yesterday against the same Baltimore Orioles. Zach Greinke going to get the call here today to face George Lopez here of the Baltimore Orioles. And we do like the Astros winning again, 5.5 to 3.8. The over-under at 9.46. The Kogo in this game is a small 22%, meaning a 78% chance of this game going under the total tonight at Camden Yards. First pitch, 7:05. Kansas City taking on the New York Yankees. Yankees had a pretty good weekend against the A's, winning their last game on Sunday 2-1. They're on 1 day's rest. They're on a 2-game win streak. Brady Singer going to go for the Royals, who are coming off the 7-3 win against the Boston Red Sox in their last game. And Garrett Cole going to go for the Yankees. They're 9-7 in Cole starts, and the Royals are 4-10 in Singer starts. And we're going to lean with the Yankees here, 3.8 to 3.1. The over-under at 6.96. 44% chance of winning here for Kansas City today on the Raymond Report Law of Average Theory, compared to 40% for the Bronx Bombers. Washington taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. No line yet on this game, and we'll just give you the forecast, 4.5 to 2.5. The over-under at 7. Toronto Blue Jays going to take on the Miami Marlins. Blue Jays had a pretty good run there in Baltimore. In fact, they won on Sunday 7-4. And Matt Harvey was the pitcher they beat in Baltimore. Now they're going to send Ross Stripling to the hill today against Sandy Alcantara. One of those pitchers I love watching go for the Marlins, and they're minus 115 price tag here today at in Miami. And we do like the Blue Jays here, 3.6 to 3.1. The over-under is set at 6.82, so it does like it to go under the total of 7.5, and the Blue Jays' last 2 games have gone over the total. St. Louis taking on the Detroit Tigers. Now the Tigers going to this one coming off a 5-3 win in their last game against the Halos, and St. Louis losing on the ESPN Sunday night game of the week against the Atlanta Braves 1-0. Johan Oviedo going to go up against Tarek Skubal today of the Tigers, and the computer pick going to go with the Cards here, 4.7 to 3.8, the over-under at 8.62. And looking at both these teams, no streaks to talk about. And my line on this game, I had the Cards at plus 101, so you're laying 114, and I had the Tigers at plus 168. Your Kogo is at 44%, meaning a 56% chance of this game going under the total today. All right, Tampa Bay going to take on the Boston Red Sox. Now, if you've been watching the Raymond Report, and ever since Glass now has gone down, on my bullpenpicks.com, I've been fading the Rays, and we'll see what's going to happen today. They're going to send Andrew Kittredge, another bullpen guy, up against Eduardo Rodriguez of the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox coming off a 7-3 loss in their last game to the Royals, where Tampa Bay lost 6-2 off that grand slam in the 10th inning. It was a dramatic fashion in Seattle, and it was a tough, if you're a Rays fan, that was a tough one. That stung them a bit, but let's see if Tampa Bay is going to get back on track at home. They've been away from the Tropicana field for about about a week to 10 days, so we'll see if home cooking really helps the Rays here today. Computer pick, going to lean with Tampa Bay here. 4.5 to 2.7, the over-under at 7.26. Check the bullpenpicks.com for my selection on this game. Atlanta taking on the New York Mets, so we got a good National League East Division rivalry going here today at Citi Field. Now, the bookmakers have made the Braves here pick 'em price at minus 108. Over-under at 7. ATS forecast, the computer pick, gonna lean with Charlie Morton and the Atlanta Braves over Marcus Stroman and the New York Mets. 4.4 to 4.3. The over-under at 8.79. The last 3 games for the Atlanta Braves have gone over the total, and when Charlie Morton goes for the Atlanta Braves, they're 7-7 straight up, 8-5-1 to the over. Speaking of over, their last 3 went over. Cleveland taking on the Chicago Cubs. Now, the first pitch tonight at Wrigley under the lights is at 8:05. The bookmakers have got a huge price tag here on the Cubbies. Minus 200. Kyle Hendricks going to go up against Eli Morgan of the Cleveland Indians. And we're going to go with the Tribe here, 4.5 to 3.5. The over-under at 8.05. And speaking of their last game, it was a 4-0 win yesterday for the Tribe over the Cubs. All right, Oakland Athletics taking on the Texas Rangers. Texas winning big yesterday in game number 1 against the Athletics. They beat Frankie Montas and the A's 8-3. Now they're going to send Taylor Hearn to the hill today up against Cole Irvin today of the Oakland A's. The A's now on a 3-game slide, and the bookmakers have made them a 118 favorite. My line on this game was Oakland minus 160. The Kogels at 51%. You got a B neutral team up against a C bearish team, and follow the Rain Report to learn more about our performance value cycles. And looking at the percentage play, 70% chance of winning today for Oakland. Could be a nice value, but the computer pick, based on 9 past previous games, going to give the nod here to the Rangers. 6.05, 2.6, the over-under at 8.68. Again, I'll have my pick on this game at bullpenpicks.com. San Francisco taking on those Halos. The Halos losing their last game 5-3 against the Tigers. They're playing on 1 day's rest, and they're going to send Andrew Heaney to the hill today up against Anthony DeScalafani, who's having a pretty good year. The Giants are 10-4 in his starts. The last 2 for the San Francisco have gone over, and looking at our line, minus 120 is the bookmakers line. I had them at minus 114, but I had the Giants at minus 176. The Kogels at 39%. I'm going to give the computer pick here on a 33 previous game. Going to go with the Halos here. The Los Angeles Angels, 4.13 to 4.1. The over-under at 8.23. Should be a good one tonight at Angel Stadium. Milwaukee taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, D-backs snapped that. Was it 18-game losing streak yesterday against these same Milwaukee Brewers. And Zach Gallen going to go to the hill today up against Freddie Peralta of the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, when Peralta goes for the Brew Crew, they are 9-4 in his starts. And when Gallen goes for Arizona, now keep in mind Gallen was injured for a bit. 2-4 in his starts, but 5-1 to the over. And we do like Arizona here, 5.8 to 1.9. The over-under at 7.76. First pitch today at Chase Field is at 9:40, so keep in mind, 9:40 first pitch. LA Dodgers losing game 1 of the series against San Diego Padres yesterday. In fact, Yu Darvish looked pretty good against Julio Urias, who allowed 4 runs in the first innings, and you can't do that against a good team like the Padres. Now, Clayton Kershaw going to come here today for the Dodgers. He'll be up against Blake Snell, who left Tampa Bay in the offseason to come to San Diego, and we'll see if that's going to pan out for him. And for the computer pick, is going to lean with the Dodger Blue here, 4.6 to 4.3, the over-under at an 8.96. And the Padres now on a 5-game win streak, where the LA Dodgers' last 3 games have gone over the total. My line on this game, I had the Dodgers at minus 167, but I also had the Padres at minus 170. And the final game of the day will be played at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. The Mariners a 150 price. The over-under is set at 8.5. Kyle Freeland up against Chris Flexen. And when Flexen goes for Seattle, they are 9-4 in his starts, which is pretty good considering that Seattle now 2 games above 500 at 38 and 36, where the Rockies are 30 and 43. And we know about the Rockies, right? Jekyll and Hyde. They're Jekyll at home, but they hide on the road. And we'll see if Freeland can get them a win tonight. 63% chance of winning on the Raymond Report. Law of average theory going with them here. And 24 for the Mariners percent on the Cal. But the computer pick going to go with the Mariners. 4.7 to 3.64. The over-under at 8.38. And looking at the Mariners on a 4-game win streak. In fact, remember that I told you that earlier. It was a dramatic home run in the bottom of the 10th. 6-2 or 10th or 11th inning, extra innings. And it was a grand slam. They won the game 6-2. I want to see what the total of that game. It was 2-2 in the 10th. Imagine if you had the under 7.5 and it goes on 8.5. That's called a bad beat. Hopefully that wasn't the number. Hopefully I'm not opening up any fresh wounds for people who had the total in that game. And looking at the Colorado Rockies, their last 3 games have gone over the total. All right, there you have it. That's the computer picks today for a Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday, June 22nd. Hopefully you're having yourself a good day. Before you go, let's close it off with the 80% club stats. I know you guys like these. The over is 10-1 for the Reds as an away team when they're coming off an 8-game road trip the last 10 years. So if you do like the over here today, we have a 90% stat on that game. The under is 9-1 for the Tribe as a 120 to 140 road underdog when the total is 6.5 and 7.5 the last 6 years for Cleveland. The over, we did that one already. Let's do White Sox. The over is 9-0-1 for the White Sox as a 160 to 180 road favorite versus a right-handed pitcher the last 7 years. So let me repeat that. The over is 100% 9-0-1 for the White Sox when they play as a 160 to 180 road favorite versus a right-handed pitcher the last 7 years. And the Boston Red Sox 11-2 as an away team versus division opponents this season. So maybe a nice little play there on the Red Sox. All right. Here's the SBI, which stands for the Sports Betting Index. And what I do in this segment is I take a look at what come in the last 7 days. And as you can see, we are back in a neutral market. We've been bullish for a while here. The favorites, like I said earlier in the season, 62.4% of the favorites have come in the last month. So we've cooled down just a tad here, 6% lower for the underdogs. In fact, if you looked at yesterday, the underdogs went 5-3. And 4 days ago, 8-7. So it was the first time in a while that the underdogs took 2 in the same week. And the over has just been on fire in Major League Baseball. The over is 64-3 the last 7 days. And be careful if you are betting unders because that ball, you know what? And it's funny enough that they came out with the pitching, the doctoring of the ball or the alleged. The pine tar or the grip that the pitchers were using. And it's funny that since they've come that the balls have been flying, right? So something to keep in mind when you look at the totals, 64.3% of the overs have come in the last 7 days. But on the season, it's been pretty much 500 at 49.6 and 50.4. And yeah, so there you have it. That is the Rain Report in a nutshell today for a Tuesday. Not a Sunday, but a Tuesday, June 22nd. Don't forget, you can get my plays for free each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. Folks, use this site as a tool. And what you want to do is you want to follow the top pickers. Go to top pickers or the top scorers. And whoever is the hot hand, just go underneath, go follow my picks. And then you go to your following page right here. And all the people that you are following, all the players, you're going to see their selections here at the bottom of the page. And you compare their picks with your picks and pick and choose the best ones. And if you're having a hard time with your baseball selections and you follow the top pickers right now, let some of that pressure off. Let follow some of the other baseball handicappers who are having a good run. And again, it takes pressure off you, and hopefully it increases your bankroll, and it helps you win. In fact, let's look at the hottest pickers right now. Jerry D. Harris in game. Actually, I've noticed Jerry a couple times now, 18-4. So follow Jerry's picks. He's doing well. Jay Geist, Joe here, 16-6 the last 2 days. And as soon as you click on follow my picks, go to following. You will see their selections right here, just like Musk down here. And if you click on the number right below, 678, you're going to see, here, I'm going to move this. I learned from from other videos, take this away from the logo there. You can see Musk, when he has a percentage play of 73 to 100, he's 6-1. And if you're wondering, well, how do I know his percentage? So you look down here, and 60, anything he has, 60, 73 to 100%. So does he have any 73 plays today? No, he does. He has a 70% play, and he's 3-3 in those selections. So let me check out some of the other ones here. Who else is here? Okay, so basically, if you're wondering where do you get those percentage play, when you come and make your selection, you see the slider, and you slide that confidence level meter, right? And anything with Eddie Musk has over 73%. He's been pretty good. Anyway, there is a tutorial here on how to use bullpenpicks.com. It's very detailed. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Just contact us right there. Folks, for a Ruby Tuesday, have yourself a great day at the ballpark, or maybe a great day at the living room ballpark, the old armchair ballpark, and enjoy the games. Cheers.